guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? ANCAP24 here from HuddleGG. In today's video, we're going to show you a really nice money play that absolutely torches man coverage, but also doubles up as a really nice cover 2 beater as well. If this is the first time checking out our channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button and also that bell notification to make sure that you never miss any of our uploads. Today's inspiration for this video, guys, comes from a comment in the chat by the name of Michael Mitchell. He said, "How about some plays out of the 49ers playbook? Thank you, God bless." Now, what we want to do with this channel is get a little bit more interactive with you, getting some of your comments and making YouTube videos and featuring your comment on those videos in order to kind of get, some inspiration and some feedback from you guys. If you guys are having some issues stopping a certain play, having some issues with wanting, a cover 2 beater out of a certain formation, or just in general, like Michael Mitchell did, hey, I just want some more plays out of the 49ers playbook. I like some of the stuff in there, and I want to build around it. We want to make sure that we're as helpful as possible with our channel. So please continue to hit those comments in the chat, and we'll do our best to feature you on a future video. And maybe your question may be something somebody else wants as well, and that will help the whole community. Now, the play we're going to be looking at today is called Slot Post. This play to me is really, really nice because we have the ability to kind of form our matchup and be able to beat man coverage, and I'm going to show you a couple ways to beat cover 2 as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And what I want to do here is talk about the ability for this Y and this A to have really good routes to beat man coverage. Now, I typically will go to this when I'm going against nickel coverage. It doesn't matter what nickel coverage it is. What you're going to see is that you've got 5 DBs on the field. So one of your slot receivers is going to be covered by a linebacker. The other one's going to be covered by a nickel corner. So you're going to have a positional advantage when that happens, as far as being able to take advantage of speed and all that type of stuff. There are some formations out there that you can go ahead and put safeties at linebackers, but for the most part, if you've got a good receiver, you're going to have some success there as well. What happens here is that your number 1 receiver is going to go to the Y position and your tight end's in the A. What's nice about this is that you could flip the play and they have opposite routes, right? Now the Y has that route in red and the A has the inside route there, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how these routes work. I'm going to move it in the middle of the field just to make sure that we're going to go back and forth with these so it'd be easier to show in the middle, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to first talk about this Y route, right? I'm going to press from an offensive standpoint. The Y route, when you're going to see this, is that the nickel corner is on the tight end on the right hash. So what we're going to do is we're going to go against a linebacker. This Y does a really good job of making a cut inside, and then with his speed, he's able just to outrun this guy, get some good yards, right? We're talking literally, we're going to have an advantage, and then we know that if we're going against a safety, we're going against a linebacker, our speed is going to outrun this guy with this route, and we're going to use that to our advantage, right? Now, if the player was on the opposite side, if you look at this, to where say that the linebacker is not covering the Y, he was covering the A, then what we're going to be able to do is use this Y route as well, okay? I want to make sure that you understand how both of these are really great routes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Y, and I'm going to smart route it, okay? You can see how low his route is. I'm going to motion it to the right, okay? Now I want to show you what this does to everything here. You're going to see that the linebacker right here is the one that has to cover it, and the nickel corner is covering the tight end, okay? Now watch how this cooks this player, this route, right? He's going to go inside, and now he's going to go to the outside, and you're going to see how he's going to be able to get open on that side, right? Now I'm going to show you this with the tight end, okay? Tight end's on this route. I'm going to motion him over, block the running back, and now what you're going to see is that the nickel corner did come over, but look who's covering him. It's still the linebacker. The linebacker's going to cover the inside player. So you can see here the A goes in here. Now we're cooking this guy over here, catching this ball, and you can have some really nice route running and be able to get up the field. This route's great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go full spectrum here. We're going to move this guy over. We're going to put the B on the drag. And now we got 2 different advantages. We've got the Y, who's an advantage because he's going to have inside leverage on this play right here, Matthew, because no matter what, you can man align, you can press, you can, base align, press. You're not going to get the guy over the top of him. You're going to get him to the outside of him, right? And when he does that, I just want to make sure that I got him in the right spot. You're going to have that ability to, have that advantage to the inside. So when you do something like this, the A comes up here, and you're going to see that we're still got the A. We're going to throw that ball over there. But when you have the ability to have your best receiver some good route running, you're going to be able to get that inside position. Now, I want to make sure that we kind of talk about this a little bit further, because this route does a really good job of beating cover 2 as well, depending on how you want to use it. The first way you can use it is you can basically put the A on that route. And what I would do is put the B on the drag and put the A on a streak. And we're just going to try to use that route to the left side to kind of beat him over the top. So here we go here. We're going to go and use that smart router route. A goes over here. And you're going to see how he's going to get open pretty easily on that side, get your catch, and you're good to go, right? So that's a way that will work very, very well. I do believe that way is a little bit more, I think, obvious to the user to cover. So that's something that I want to make sure I point out. So I'm going to show you a different way to beat cover 2, right? What we're going to do is we're going to put the Y on a streak. We're going to put the B on a drag. And then what we're going to do is we're going to motion Pettis out, and we're going to hike it before he hits to the numbers. And this is going to be a little bit harder for the user to cover, right? It's going to be something that, because of that route, it gets a really good opportunity to get up the field. And it gets to the outside and then gets to the, basically up the field, so we're able to do it. Now, another way we could do this is we could put the Y on a streak, put the B on a drag, and say we put the X on a slant, something like this, and then we motion him over. What you're going to see at this point, I don't know if I put on cover 2, what you're going to see at this point is now it's not as obvious that we want to go to the A receiver because we got crisscrosses, right? So we do this, we're trying to figure out which guy we want to cover. Now the A is going to be the one open, right? So this is kind of a 1-2 punch that I want to show you how this route is really going to be something that you can use to for an offense to build around, right? So this A route here, again, I'm going to smart route it. Absolutely love this against man coverage. I was showing you in the middle of the field. This is going to be now something that I'm going to show you on the right hash, because you're going to really be able to see how much separation this guy's going to get. Be able to catch this ball up the field and get yourself some more yards. So wanted really to introduce this play to you because of this route. The better the route running, the more sharp the route's going to be. I used Jermichael Finley in MUT, and I have him up to 90 deep route running, and this seems to be even better, against even the best of people covering him. So take a look at that. But we wanted to appreciate you guys with your comments. It definitely inspired this one. Put some more comments in the chat if you want to see something that we can go over and really help you elevate your game. So we appreciate you, and we'll catch you on tomorrow's video.